basically commit themselves to pass rushing, which gives Buford McGee a giant amount of room to run through.
Nice block by Doug Smith, who's been to 5 straight Pro Bowls. He really opened up the middle on that one. You go for the onside kick here, or kick it deep and hope your defense holds?
You got to kick it deep and hope your defense holds, because if you kick onside, you give the Saints the short field, and then if you do get it back, you give yourself the long field. I think you got to take a chance and kick it down the field.
Rams still alive with 2:46 to go, and that drives 61 yards. Minute 54 is all it took, and McGee capped it with a 5-yard run. Rams have only tried one onside kick this year. Didn't get it back.
Mike Lansford. Mike likes kicking in this place. He likes kicking field goals. He hopes the opportunity comes down. Back in '83, the Saints and Rams were tied for a playoff berth, and he said his rookie year then in '83, he kicked a field goal with 42 seconds to go down here to win it for the Rams. So it's a good place for him. He feels comfortable in it, and I'm sure he wants a shot at trying to help his ball club out.
Well, if you were barefoot, you'd like to kick indoors too.
Heck yeah. Hey, our Carl Smith, the offensive coordinator, Bobby Hebert talking things over. I think the basic discussion is find Dalton and give him the ball.
He'll be right behind you.
That's right.
Saints protecting against the onside kick. They have 9 men at midfield, and Lansford kicks away. Hilliard is back to take it, went all the way back to his goal line. Gets it back to the 20-yard line. Frank Stams out of Notre Dame down to make the tackle on special teams.
What's going to happen here is you got 2:36 to go in the half. The Rams, if they can shut them down on first down, will call a timeout. That way it'll go down to the 2-minute warning will be their second timeout. They'll have 1 left. And hopefully they'll be able to force the Saints to be able to punt, and then they got 1 timeout left with a little under 2 minutes to move the ball. That's what they're looking for. The Saints, on the other hand, they want to pick up 4 or 5 yards on this play so that they can dictate the offense.
Hilliard is the lone setback. And he'll get the call. Hit at the line of scrimmage. Rams will use a timeout to stop the clock. 2:31 to go. Nice call.
Thank you. You have to. I mean, that's the way you have to think this thing out. Because knowing that 1 timeout was used up earlier in the half, you have to count on the 2-minute warning helping you out. Plus, remember, the Saints have been, offensively, they've been horrible in this half. That's the first thing you remember. Secondly, they've been even worse on 3rd and long.
Sports Center coming up right after our telecast. A look at the Packers and their big win today, the battle for #1 in college football, and a conversation with Joe Carter of the Cleveland Indians. And talk about a homegrown offense for the Saints. Bobby Hebert, Dalton Hilliard, Buford Jordan, Floyd Turner, and Eric Martin, all out of Louisiana colleges. That used to happen all the time when they had the protected draft of teams in your area.
Shoot, yeah.
But they've gotten a lot of use out of these guys.
You betcha.
Good old boys.
You betcha. Louisiana boys. Homegrown products. They like playing down here. Always nice to play close to home.
LSU, Tulane, Northwest Louisiana. Ball spotted at the 19. Officially 2nd and 10. Somebody moved and the Rams jump across.
You know, it's not a time to do that. Haverdink flinched just a little bit there at left tackle. And Hebert, I'll guarantee you what Hebert wanted to do, he wanted to get a cheap 5.
False start. Number 70 offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
Knowing that the defense is really geared up to try and stop you, he goes on a little bit longer count. See how he goes hut. Up, but he got the wrong guy to move.
And he was not dropping the pass block either. Haverdink, the rookie out of Western Michigan, playing left tackle because Brad Edelman is hurt at guard and Dombrowski moved over there.
8 Rams up at the line of scrimmage. There's the quick post.
Hebert to Martin. Irvin brought him down. Clutch tackle at the 24-yard line.
Rams use up another timeout, their last timeout. Now the only one they're going to have left is the 2-minute warning if they can stop the Saints right here. This, in essence, is the ball game. It either gives the Rams a chance to come back and tie it, send this thing into OT, or the Saints get to pick up the first down and run this baby down to nothing.
If the Rams do get it back and need a long pass, they've certainly shown they can do it tonight. The Flipper Anderson catches at 43, 46, and 51 in this game alone. He came into the contest as a leader in the NFL, 30.7 yards a catch.
Only 19 catches, though. That's amazing at 30.7.
Well, you only need to catch 19 if they're 30 yards.
Heck yeah, you show with big numbers. Of course, we talked about Henry Ellard being down, so Flipper's role became more important. There's Henry Ellard. And actually, it was his right leg. It was the right tendon behind the knee that he hurt a couple days ago in practice. Now, there are three young guys getting some great wisdom from a veteran. Willie Anderson, of course, Aaron Cox, Ron Brown's there.
3rd and 5, Saints go to 4 wide receivers. Hayward, the lone setback with Hebert in the gun. Three-man rush. Hebert being chased. Hawkins after him at the 10. He unloads. He threw it away. And a flag down, intentional grounding. Remember, this was called against the Rams earlier in the game, and this was exactly the same situation.
I didn't like it then. I don't like it now.
Number 3.
I didn't like it then. I don't like it now, but at least the consistency is in the officiating, and that is one thing you cannot complain about. If an official is going to be consistent, then everybody plays by the same observations.
This is loss of down and the yardage.
Great pressure coming in on the left side. You see him force Hebert out and around. Green almost gets him. Number 70, Bill Hawkins, finally coming into his own and playing. #1 pick out of the University of Miami.
It has nothing to do whether a receiver is in the area or not. It's the official's judgment of whether the quarterback was trying to avoid a loss of yardage. That's it.
Now what's going to happen? Now what's going to happen is the Rams are going to get the ball back with more than 2 minutes left, so they'll be able to run a play or two before they ever have to get down under the 2 minutes. So obviously they pick up what in essence is the 4th timeout for them.
And they have no timeouts left, but it shouldn't make a difference.
The other thing you can do is take a shot at going after the kick.
They have 10 men on the line of scrimmage.
But you don't want to do that, because if it goes out of the end zone, it becomes a touchback, not a touchdown.
Here they come. Barnhart got it out of there. Not a good kick this time, but he did get rid of it. And Henley inside the 40. Still on his feet, giving ground and stopped at the 40-yard line. 32-yard punt, a return of 3. 2:04 to go. Brett Maxey made the tackle, but Everett will have plenty of time to go for the tying touchdown.
This is the situation that you want to be in if you're a quarterback. It's all on this man's shoulders. We said at the top of the show it was going to be a quarterback's game. Bobby Hebert has quarterbacked the first half fabulously for the Saints. Hasn't been able to do much the second half. It's Everett's turn now to take himself up one more notch on the quarterback ladders in the league.
And you wonder if the Saints defense can come through one more time. Saints jumped. Let's see if the Rams moved first. Ricky Jackson came across early. And Irv Pankey was the man who moved the draw.
Well, you know, Pat Swilling moves first.
Ball start. Number 75 of the offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Pankey, the 10-year veteran.
Now what Pankey's doing, he's reacting to Swilling. Swilling's down on the right side. He's coming around the corner. But up on the
other side
up on the left part of the formation, Ricky Jackson sort of bluffs him. And that's the difference between a guy who's been around. He's a headsy guy. He got Pankey to move.
1st and 15 now from the Saints 45. Everett is sacked. Frank Warren. The 6th time they have gotten to Jim Everett. The first time they met, they got him 5.
Watch Swilling come around. They can't block him with two people. Look at him get around the horn.